Oh my gosh. Poor buddy.
It was so graceful.
It was graceful.
Okay, so I have two questions before I get started. First, I'm gonna have to recast one of my people because they're not responding at all. So,
Oh.
did Chris Chula,
Yeah.
he auditioned, right?
Yeah, he did.
Who's using him?
Um,
Did he say he would be in more than one?
he did, but he forgot, he said, so he was like confused by whether or not he could. So,
Not
a good start.
I'm not sure.
I talked to him. He told me he was in it too. I
He
don't
was
know if he knows
originally
he's in
in
yours.
Rick's
He
and,
wasn't in mine. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna ask if he could do it.
Oh,
so he was originally in Rick's and mine, but then he was confused as to whether or not he could do two. So he dropped Rick's.
I
Drop
would
Rick's.
talk to him.
If you have this
yeah.
information, I might just get that from you after
Yeah,
class.
I'll,
Okay.
I'll
Just
get
I
it
can
to
just
you.
ask. I know folks, he's not answering. That's weird.
I'd worry about that later.
Yeah. Also, mine's like prop heavy, but I'm thinking about cutting them out. I just didn't know who else was using props, if anybody else was using props in their scenes.
I am.
I'm up in the air right now.
I'm using some.
Some.
But-
Okay.
How many props do you have?
It's gonna depend, because if I cut stuff, which is also what we're gonna look at today, then I can cut out props. But it's got like a lengthy list, but a lot of it's just scenery type stuff, so I was like, I don't plan on bringing those, so depending on what I cut is what prop.
I think I remember Andy saying something about like only use props like if you need it. You can like make sounds, you can like magic if you will, you know, yeah.
Is anybody else using sound? Because mine's got sound in it. Like, is anyone gonna bring in like their phone to have sound going? Or
I need
No.
something like that, and I'm
No.
still playing with how I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna make noises backstage.
No sound used, but if you were using
It's something I'm gonna ask people on my 15.
But she did say,
That sound cute.
like, no through the, no light and no sound. through
Oh,
the
yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
I think you could utilize the like that little backstage space, you know.
Yeah.
You could have some people back there doing stuff for like some sounds back there. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So, basically, my scene is about a psychologist and a guy who wants to be a psychologist. This is his job interview. And he basically is perfect for the job. And this guy has already researched him before he came in. And his big secret is he's gay. And at the time period this is in, that's not allowed. So even though this guy already knows he's going to hire him, he's bringing him in to basically start therapy with him to make him straight, but he doesn't realize that's going on. So, yeah, it's a very dark scene. It's not very nice, but there's two parts in it that I'm going to keep one and cut one just for time, and also because they both take me out when I'm reading them, because they're both, I don't know, they seem funny or just kind of childish when I read them. I don't know which one I'm cutting out, so that's what we're going to look at. So, okay. Okay. Edward, and you're going to be Matthew. We're going to start here. And just continue down.
It's just a direction.
Yeah. You're just going to start. That's their first line.
Do you want to do something?
Yeah. And we're going to keep going where that's marked. Okay. You're going to start here. This will be her first line. Okay. She's up and you're Matthew then. And y'all just, there's stage directions on there, so if you want to follow them. Sure. It basically tells you all movements you need to do. And then we're going to end your page over. This one does that mean I'm accepted? You see that's like the second line from Matthew on the top.
Oh, right.
Cool.
Okay.
So this is the
I'm
first part.
Edward, right?
Yeah. And you're Matthew. This is
10
the
minutes.
first part. You what?
10 minutes.
Great. Okay, y'all can go whenever you want.
Do you want to do something really fun?
Sure.
Let's trade places. You want fun, you got fun. Flop down in my chair. Sitting in the driver's seat. It's what you always want.
Vroom, vroom.
There are strings attached to sitting in that seat, young man. It's not just fun and games. There are people suffering out there, people who need my help. people, dear Mr. Matthew Goldstein of the Gold Stars and the sweet old Buffalo? Is that the right? And the sweet old bub who will need your help.
Right? Is that an accepted?
It's me when
So
I watch.
weird.
Right, this part is weird.
In case y'all didn't get what I was doing, because I was really confused as to how and why it was
He's supposed to
happening.
be driving a car.
Sits in the seat, holds a steering wheel, makes vroom vroom noises.
Exactly.
Is
Which
what it
is
says.
why I don't like that part of the script.
I think that was like pure sarcasm.
I mean, I know it's sarcasm, but at the same time, like when I watched online other people do the scene, they're like, I think they made it more funny. And so when he's like driving a car, he's like, vroom, like, and just, I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
It doesn't make any
What if
sense
you
to me. I don't like it.
what if you take the vroom vroom out? If you could just have him picturing driving or like acting like he's driving, I think that might be a little bit funnier instead of so. I mean,
Yeah.
the vroom vroom just takes me out.
Let me clarify, he's not actually in a car, correct?
No, they're in the office.
They're in a therapist's office.
Don't want
Yeah.
this to be funny, right?
Exactly, and that's why I
Right, it's
Oh,
all
okay.
like that
dramatic
being in there.
scenes.
You don't
Okay.
want it to be fun.
You
No.
don't want to.
It has.
Is this in the middle of the scene? Like,
Yes, this is
smack
like
dab
in the middle of a scene, like randomly, she's like, let's trade places, and you pretend you're driving the car at my desk.
So you don't want a slightly lighter moment to get into the darkness, to plunge into
Right,
darkness.
because this is like smack in the middle of like,
Okay.
It's so
it's super
weird.
random, and I just, yeah.
Is there another part you wanted to look at?
I mean, yeah, there's another scene that's kind of like that too, that I'm like, I don't know if I'm cutting both, or if I'm just gonna cut one, or, I don't know.
Okay. Did you want us to show?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that one.
I think it's weird.
Did you want us to show us the other one?
Yeah, I'll show you that one in a second. Yeah, let's do it.
I don't think that has to read as weird as we're reading it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
I think it could be a little bit kind of creepy, actually. If,
Well,
if she makes the metaphor about the car and then he's like, vroom, vroom, like, tentatively, is this what you want from me? Like,
Yeah, well, I know, like,
Yeah,
this
I
whole
think
thing
it's
throughout the
dark
thing is
as
I
well.
know you're messing with him really bad, but at the same time, I don't know, it just when I read it, it throws me out. Just because they have a serious conversation, all of a sudden she randomly is just like, oh, switch with me, like, it doesn't.
depending on how wacky the other scene is,
Yeah,
I think you could make this work. I think this could be something that doesn't pull you out of the scene
Yeah.
if the other one is.
a little more out there, yeah.
If they stay straight locked in, you know, if they just play it straight, it might not even read as funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And
oh,
this
why don't you
line of
switch
blame
seats?
This could lead into the last line that's so like there, I don't know, people are suffering out there, it could get really dark really quick. I like dark things.
7 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
What if he says vroom, instead of her sitting down and him saying vroom vroom while she's far away from him? What if she stays right behind him when he says
I don't know
vroom
if I was
vroom?
actually supposed to switch.
Yeah,
I
sure,
don't
I was
know.
about
Can you
to
say
say
that
the
one
same thing.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? If instead,
Like,
what
she
happened
would
was is
hover
you
over
switched.
And she's
Instead
covered
of, why don't you have her stay behind him and not look menacingly? That's not
Oh,
how I.
But like,
But if, like, kind of inspecting him, see how he reacts, just like a therapist would.
Yeah.
And then he says vroom vroom, less comically. I think the way you said it is
Yeah,
fine
I
until you
think-
said
I think
what.
if
I
you-
think
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
just didn't know what was happening.
I
But
think
if she stays
Well, I think
behind,
that's part of it, is I don't think he knows what's happening, so it's like,
but if she stays behind him, I think, maybe I'm wrong, I think it wouldn't be so friendliness as much as it is, oh, this is a test to see how he reacts.
No, I dig that.
Yeah, if he plays that angry, that vroom vroom, I think it could be like really dramatic. Because like I initially saw it as like sarcasm and that just makes the scene a little bit like
right.
lighter. But like if you wanna play up the dramatic, like make it intense and angry, like talking vroom vroom. Like, this is some stupid bullshit.
Alright, so
Oh,
you
I'm
got
trying-
6 minutes.
but I'm
I
trying
would
to-
say, okay, sorry.
Are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
this
a
is
job
an
interview.
interview.
Yeah,
Not
he's
therapy
trying to
session.
impress.
But you don't know that.
I know it's a job interview.
Yeah, but you don't know if it's a therapist session.
Right, that's what
She
I'm saying.
does.
Right, so I would be trying to impress her.
Like this would be a part of a job interview.
Right.
We're gonna do that.
Oh, I think we're talking about two different things. That's what's happening. My bad. We're in agreement. I just don't know it.
Can I start up here?
Wow. That really got me scratching my head.
Okay.
Hand on the shoulder, like, oh, careful about the ball. We might
Just start with that. Just make it so that people.
we might talk about it.
I know you saw like the wiki routine.
I like it.
So, you're just like, oh, no.
All right, guys. Shh.
Not yet. Very interesting. Do you watch Laugh-In?
Should I?
You won't be qualified for watching TV. Or you won't be disqualified for watching TV.
I guess I've watched it a couple times.
Very good. Very good indeed.
Maybe more than a couple of times. Sock it to me, baby.
Also, this one, because, like, I like this one, but at the same time, I don't know, it comes towards the beginning, right when they start having the conversation, and it's another one of those where the person that's doing the interview just jumps into something random. They talk about this TV show, doesn't come back again.
You're supposed to be mock German accent. I didn't trust it, so I didn't do it.
That's fine.
I just wanted German, it was supposed to be in there.
I think this one can still work, especially because it's at the beginning,
Yeah.
because it's almost like this is a job interview, this is kind of a scary situation, I'm gonna like make a joke, it's fine, ease it into it. I think it's better because it's lighter at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I think if this was like at the end of the scene, this would be
I think
real
this also
weird.
gives him a moment of like his absolute panic. Do you watch this TV show? I don't know, am I supposed to? It doesn't matter, just do you.
Like,
Oh, yeah, I do.
we're like, oh, good.
You know what
No, I
I mean?
really do.
Yeah.
Actually,
Do you
Yeah, I like it.
know why she keeps like jumping the gun, like changing the subject?
I know she's just trying to throw him off, because she's messing with him the whole time, because she knows everything about him already.
Okay, I think you, what is missing is you have to know exactly why she's changing the subject. And I think once you figure that out, all the rest will make sense.
Yeah.
You have your actual actors.
I like
Right.
keeping both of them.
Yeah.
I like
Well, I
keeping.
mean, I'm gonna have to cut some of it just for time, because if I
Oh,
keep
okay.
all of it in there, it's gonna go over 8 minutes. Like,
I would say if you had to pick between the two bits, I would leave this one
For
front
sure.
row
No
first.
doubt.
Yeah.
That's
I
just me
agree.
as a person.
okay.
I feel like this one fits. Or
Right.
The other one is better to cut if you're gonna cut one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think this one.
Right.
Just saying.
I think it's funny and it's, you know, an uncomfortable moment between the two of them, but it's not quite so jarring as the
Yeah.
first one.
Well, the only reason, I mean, I like this one, the only reason I look at it, because those were the two parts in it that didn't like fit necessarily with the whole rest of the thing, they just stood out really weird. So I thought it was
It would be a good moment of strange,
yeah.
awkward comedy.
Yeah, and I think if you don't want the comedy, again, I think you can take the comedy out of that. Like, there's a
Yeah.
pretty fine line between funny and creepy.
True.
And I think if they play it straight, I don't think it has to be funny if you don't want it to be.
Get some uncomfortable chuckles from the audience, like,
Right, yeah, it can be far more uncomfortable
For sure.
and less humorous.
yeah.
Especially how Sarah Grace just cut off her laughing
Yeah.
immediately, that was real uncomfortable.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
It's in the stage directions.
You know what else is uncomfortable? When someone says, okay, start from the laughter. You're like, just for the record.
Got a minute.
Okay, well, I mean, unless anybody has a comment, that's what I wanted to look at, so,
Comments.
for my last.
Joe and Steven have some good ideas about that.
Yeah.
And you want to cut, just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right.
All right, we're good.
All right.